Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Alpha Battle. Each week, PrideOxide and I will spin an alphabet wheel to build a deck using only the cards that start with that letter. Then, we duel in the best 2 out of 3. Tune in every week for new episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Alpha Battles. Let's duel. Welcome back, YouTube. We're back to spinning wheels, making decks. Alright, let's spin the wheel. What letter do I want to get? I think I want to get Y. Y I think would be interesting. Maybe D. I think D would be interesting as well. Let's spin the wheel. Nope. We already played A. We'll resume one more spin. C. Alright, chat. Give me 1 second.
One eternity later.
Chat, I think we're going to stay with C. And I'll see you in the deck profile.
Hey guys, I'm PrideOxide, 2-time victim of Alphabattles. If you guys saw the last episode, I got handed the letter H, which we then turned into a Heroic Champion build. Honestly, the Heroic Champion build didn't do too bad. I love myself a big Glass Cannon Beat Stick deck. Sadly, it didn't get us a win. Without pushing my intro on any longer, I guess we can go ahead and just spin this wheel, see how we do it. What letter are we going to grab this time, boys and girls? It looks like we are landing on E again. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's understandable. Not gonna happen. Let's go ahead and respin and eliminate. Alright, spin it again. What do we have? Give me something good. J.
2,000 years later.
Yeah, any of these would be pretty fun. I think I'm gonna go ahead and lock in with J. Not even spin my third time. I like J. So yeah, boys, I'm gonna go ahead and see you after I've built my deck.
As you can see, we're playing full power Cyber Dragons minus the power bond and a few spicy deck choices. As you can see, we're playing 1 card destruction, we're playing 1 change of heart, we're playing 1 Chaos Emperor Dragon, and 1 Chaos Dragon Living Year. Deck is all lights and darks, so these are always going to be live. This deck gets out Cyber Dragon Infinity super easy. We can get into the fusions. Didn't want to play Clockwork Knight because it is a floodgate and this is a 4 fun series. But yeah, this deck gets out Cyber Dragon Infinity very easily. But yeah, it's just full power Cyber Dragon. Pride, I hope you brought something good.
Goddamn, I am tongue-tied today. Alright guys, let's talk about the junk in my trunk. The junk in my trunk is going to be our Alphabattles J deck. Now, when it comes to J, there's either going to be junk or it's going to be junk. There's not much to really work with. Starting us off in our junk deck, of course, we've got ourselves a junk converter. This guy is a pretty simple and really cool card. He allows us to discard 1 card, add a tuner, add 1 synchron monster from deck to our hand, and if this card is sent to the graveyard, it allows us to pull back in for another one of our junk cards. Which is usually going to be our Junk Synchron, so we can continue back in for more of a combo. After that, of course, Junk Synchron, our guy, our man. He allows us to simply just activate his effect and target in for one of our level 2 or lower monsters in the graveyard and special summon it. He's a pretty cool guy. He allows us to go in for a Synchro really easily, especially off of just Junk Converter. These guys are kind of like a 1-2 combo, getting in for a Junk Warrior, this big dude right here. After that, we're going to be using Junk Servant as well as our Junk Forward, both for easy special summons. These guys are very easy to get on the field, using both their level 4 and their level 3 aspects for different levelings on our synchros. We have ourselves 1 Junk Defender. He's just there for cannon fodder, if I'm being honest with you. Junk Changer, Junk Giant, Jet Synchron, Junk Collector, Junk Breaker, Duet Fighter, which is a really cool card, Junk Anchor, Junk Karibo. Oh, what a cute guy, Everybody bask in Junk Karibo for a second. The most adorable Karibo by far. Jizukuru, the Star Destroying Kaiju, as a little bit of just a big fuck you. Junk Barrage, Jar of Greed, Jar of Avarice, and then just Desserts, which I think is just a funny card. Let's go ahead and talk about a few of these more important, prominent cards as we get into the deck, guys. So Junk Converter, obviously, this is just going to be the reason the deck functions. This guy is going to be the glue of the deck. Once again, he allows us to discard 1 card, add a tuner, search for a Synchro monster, and then usually we're going to go ahead and grab in for a Jet Synchron or a Junk Synchron to continue on for what we need. Junk Synchron is going to be our normal summon, revives a level 2 or lower from the graveyard, and its effects are negated. That's fine, we don't need its effects, we're simply just going to be using it for a summon. Jet Synchron, if it hits the graveyard as Synchro material, can always just add us in more Junk material. Thus, we get more continuation in for the deck. Junk Speedster on a Synchro summon can allow us to special summon 1 Synchron Tuner which once again, more continuation, just basking out for more of this junk archetype. Collector can banish itself and a normal trap from the graveyard and apply that trap's effect, which is really cool. So sometimes we'll just draw off Jar of Greed and then we'll use into Junk Collector again, and then you can reuse Jar of Greed's effect. I don't know, it's really cool. So if you're looking into the jars here, you can just reuse the jar's effect off of Collector. These are just simple, small, little like 1-bit combos I'd like to get off. I don't think they're going to get me a big win against Joseph this alpha battle. I want a single alpha battle yet. It's becoming a little hard, guys. but yeah, I think if we can at least get a couple of these really interesting combos off, as like for example, we've in our extra deck we've got Junk Warrior Extreme. Very cool card. Just allows us to summon as many level 2s as possible. Got our Destroyer, simple destruction card. Berserker, Anchor. Drunk Warrior is our main glue. He's going to be our main combo that we want to synchro into. However, before we go into him, we're probably going to want to go in for a Speedster for more continuation. Warrior is a really cool card. It just allows us to target one card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. It's just a control card. I don't really think of Junk as a control deck too much, but this card is a very good control card. And off here, guys, we have Junk Connector. Junk Connector is going to be that guy. If he dies, we can just special summon any of these extra deck junk monsters that you see, which is going to be all of them. It's been tested a few times, and I think Joseph is ready for me. So, Joseph, I'm going to go ahead and see you in the duels, buddy. You're allowing me to go first. This sounds like me last alpha battle.
Take this chance to build a hefty board, Brad, because I want to break it.
Board. I don't know if that's possible.
All right, let's see. 15 card extra deck, 40 card deck. Okay.
Okay. What do I have?
I just want to say this hand might be the best hand. Ooh.
That's unfortunate for me, if I'm being honest with you.
I'll see you in the Shadow Realm.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Chat. I'm just going to go ahead and start off with a very simple... I don't get the chance to use his effects. I just yelled at somebody in my stream, actually, for summoning out a Junk Synchron without having anything in the graveyard earlier. So I feel bad about doing this now on camera for everybody to see recorded. But we're going to use that to then have a Junk on field for Junk 7.
And using
7? That, I'm going into a 7, yeah. Now, the thing is I can either choose between two different cards, both of them... At the moment, going first, not really that good. I was actually planning on going second myself. So that's, yeah. Your target one face up. It's not really going to do what I need it to. I think for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play for the long game, and I'm going to target in for my Link. And I'm going to Link away into a Link 2.
There's a
Junk Connector.
Okay.
And then I'm going to end my turn.
Pride. The hubris. The hubris of man.
Look, listen. It's not Stratos Pass this time, at least. There was a combo.
This card changed how Yu-Gi-Oh is played. Can you guess what it is?
Polyamerization?
Close. I summon Cyber Dragon.
He got C, boys. He got C. This is unfortunate.
And the whole archetype is
He's got the entire archetype. Yeah, the entire archetype.
Chimera. All right, this is crazy because I got Nashter.
Nice send for Chimera, by the way.
Hers.
Goes in for Nashter.
Activate Nashter.
What did you discard for Nashter?
Hers. And hers is gonna get me core, I believe. No, it's gonna give me Cyber Dragon. Summon the Cyber Dragon. What can I do here? Okay, we're going to activate Cyber Dark Cannon.
Okay.
We're going to get Cyber Dark Worm. Does this work? Activate Worm. We'll send core, special summoning Worm. And here we'll go for the... it does if you don't control any cards, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, if your opponent controls a monster, you can banish this card, special summon one Cyber Dragon from your deck. But we're going to go for Nova.
Gotcha.
Nova is going to summon a Cyber Dragon. We're going to pitch...
Oh, we love that.
Cyber Dragon to summon out Cyber Dragon. Oh, dude. Do you have something in your hand?
I have nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna go for Infinity. The one negate. Let's see, 66. Okay, this is still not.
I will say, MD Pro 3 really got the animations for the card slides pretty down.
Yeah, they're.
I don't know if they copied them one for one. They look nice.
Okay, I don't think that's game. All right, we're gonna go for battle. We're gonna go for 24.
We're gonna go and activate Junk Defender.
When your opponent activates or your monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay.
He's going to come in defense mode, obviously.
The Junk Defender.
Activate the effective Junk Defender.
We will replay. That's 24 to 21. We're going to go for the OG Cyber Dragon.
Ouchies.
Cyber Dragon Infinity.
I at least saved myself a turn.
Is this game? No, it's not game.
Is not game.
Boop, boop, boop.
Unless you can burn.
We're gonna go Cyber Load Fusion.
Okay, I forgot that you can do this on battle. Shit.
And then we're gonna go for Twin Cyber Dragon.
Okay, okay.
And that's
that might be game.
28. If I can attack with it. That's in your hand? No. Alright, 28.
Yeah, you can attack twice. That's gonna be game. GG's.
Oh, the hubris
GG's.
of doing Junk Connector Pass. I've lost the
Assuming that we didn't put too many negations in either of our decks, we should be able to at least get something on the board.
I only have one negate. And
I don't think I have any in this deck. I think I was being moderate. I saw a few negations and I was like, nah. The blue deck really set me aside from doing that many negations.
Yeah, I think just I might have two, but I don't think I can set them both up. We're gonna go core.
We're gonna go core.
Go for the normal summon core.
Activate the effect there. As a cyber speller trap.
Emergencies once per turn.
What's
go
Joseph's
for realm.
play gonna be, boys? Pulls in for realm.
We're gonna activate realm to get the cyber dark. We're gonna get cyber dark cannon.
Okay, an older cyber dark card, one that you don't see too often.
Cannon's gonna get chimera.
That's one that you see pretty often.
I guess I can activate realm to extra normal summon. Here we go, chimera.
Okay.
No chimera effect because there is no power bond in C.
Yeah.
There's no C in power bond, actually. You go Seeker.
There's no C in power bond. You're right, there is no C in power bond, but it doesn't start with C either.
It does not start with C. And then we get a search off chimera. We are gonna get worm, or we're gonna get pitch worm. And then what is it doing? Okay, we're gonna activate the chimera or the cyber dark worm in the graveyard. We're gonna send hers. Okay, this does get a negate, so we're gonna add card to hand, add cyber emergency, activate hers to get the cyber dragon.
Okay.
Here we're gonna go Naster, pitch cyber dragon, summon Naster, activate effect,
activate the Naster,
get cyber dragon.
Now you can. Do you have another poly here?
No poly. I'm not gonna go into a fusion. I am gonna go into Nova.
Xyz. Okay.
Nova effect to summon another cyber dragon. We're gonna summon the cyber dragon that we just pitched. We're gonna overlay for infinity. And this is the board right here, boss.
This is the board?
This is the board. One negate. Yeah. We're gonna activate infinity to gobble up Naster. And then we'll pass.
Goblin.
So one negate. Cyber Dragon going first
infinity.
is crazy. Yeah, it's on infinity. And it's an Omni negate.
That's amazing.
Oh, damn it. Oh my god.
Juzukuru, the star destroying kaiju, starts with J. Thank god he does, because if not, I'd be fucked here.
The cyber destroying. Oh, dude, that's crazy. Okay, alright, it's your board.
I'm gonna go and pull in for a junk forward in defense position because he's a simple special summon. We're then going to special summon off into a junk servant because we have a junk monster on board. We can special summon him out. Ooh. Normal summoning out into a junk synchron.
Plus a 10.
This doesn't get me to the level that I want to, sadly, but I can do something a little untethered. It won't be it's not gonna be a synchro if I do it that way. I think, I'm gonna go ahead and set this trap down real quick.
Okay.
Interesting, yeah. We're going to go ahead and target in for a junk berserker. Pulling junk berserker out in attack mode. Activating his effect. Getting rid of my junk servant. We're going to go ahead and get rid of your Siger. Down to 600. Secondary effect.
Oh, it's not a once per turn. What the hell?
It's not a once per turn, no. It does come back up, and I don't have another attack monster, so this is kind of a waste if I'm being completely honest with you. But I'm gonna go ahead and attack in for your Siger.
It doesn't lose.
Monster,
I think the
gains 21.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use that. I think it stays at that.
Does that stay?
Yeah, because it doesn't say end of turn. So you just yep. Okay.
Damn. Okay. Nice.
All right. Give me 1 second. I gotta open my door for my cat.
Yeah, of course. Don't turn on. Alright, sadly, guys, he has that fucking Jizukuru that I gave him, which is a lot more powerful than the cards that I currently have. Bit of a bitch, a bit of a self-burn there, if I do say so myself, but we'll see if we can't work around it.
I need to get a cat cam.
Dude, or a little cat door, like one of those flippy cat doors that cats can use by themselves.
I'm gonna put the dash, I was gonna say dash cam, a little GoPro on his head. All right, my turn.
Cat, like camera colors that you can use to record where they're going.
They do. I think that's super cool.
My boy goes in for his cyber emergency.
This is his problem. He likes to come inside the room and then he likes to listen. All right, boys, we're back. We're back. All right, cyber emergency into core.
Okay.
Depending on what that trap is, I think I can get over this board. I'm gonna go core effect. Go cyber load fusion.
Ooh, cyber fusion. Let's go. He's got another fusion card. Still got a lot in his extra deck. 12 cards in his extra deck. So I mean, I'm sure at least like 4 or 5 of those are fusion.
Okay. Guess we'll go core cyber dragon into another Seeger.
All right.
And this is a new support card. Cyber Jurginger.
Okay. I think I've seen this before.
Jurgmander. We're going to summon it, and then we're going to special summon another Cyber Dragon. So 1 card Infinity, if you already have a Cyber Dragon in the graveyard. And we're going to go for Nova.
That's nice. That is very nice. Has Jorgander been added into Master Duel yet?
Yes, it has. It's not good at all with the current meta, but it's there. It's there.
Oh yeah.
Try to play with it. It's not good. While I'm comboing off, what is your most controversial Yu-Gi-Oh opinion?
Dude, we need to unban and errata fucking Pot of Greed.
What would you add
We need
to
to
it?
unban and errata Pot of Greed. I feel like that just needs to be a thing. We need to just maybe make it a once per game, and then you're fucking solid. You don't even have to limit it down because we have so many cards that allow you to draw, dude. Max C's made me draw my entire hand before. I don't think Pot of Greed is that big of an issue.
What? So once per game, draw 2.
Yeah, once per game, set down the card, draw 2. It's just a simple +1, technically. Continuation, yeah. But if it's once per game, you can't use it for continuous hand loops for drawing your entire deck.
This is the other negate
Which is
anomaly.
the big issue people have with it, right?
I think.
The mana.
Yeah, I think it's just a +1 with no drawback, right? Let's say if
Yeah, because
Pot of
it
Greed
doesn't
comes
have like
back.
really a big cost.
Yeah, there is no downside of playing it. So every deck would.
Well, you're
play
about to do. You've
I
lost.
timed out. Buck. Oh Jesus. So we're gonna start with Cyber Emergency Core.
I'm assuming you got a good hand.
It's interesting. I don't think
Is it
there's
a usable hand?
100%. Any of these hands is usable. It's just all Cyber Dragons. Now we're gonna go Realm. You know this. We're gonna get Cannon. Cannon effect. We're gonna get Chimera. We're gonna activate Realm effect to extra normal summon. We're gonna normal summon Chimera.
Okay.
We're gonna link off into Seeger. Chimera effect in the graveyard. We're gonna get Pitch Worm. We're gonna activate Worm.
Can't go for your Power Bond, sadly. Although it would be nice.
Send hers. Summon the Worm. Add
I don't even know.
Emergency. Then we're gonna add Cyber Dragon. I don't think. Okay. And I did open a Cyber Repair Plant, and then we're going to add Naster. Yeah, Cyber Dragon is so consistent at doing one thing and one thing going, and it's getting out Infinity. We're gonna get Cyber Dragon from the graveyard. Nova.
No.
So you think Pot of Greed can come back? No restrictions except the once per duel.
Yeah, I don't think if you have the restriction of once per duel, what's the point of restraining anything else on it, right? Because even after the first usage of drawing 2, then it's done. It's kaput. It gets removed from game, which is something we don't see too often in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, use this card and don't ever use it again. Eat it up. Eat up the card.
Yeah, you could even have it like an at 3 if you wanted to. You can only use it once, so you get 2 wasted cards.
Oh, you're right. What card does that? It's the twin-headed behemoth that you can special summon from your graveyard once per duel.
Let's see here. I have an interesting hand. I'm not gonna say it's amazing. I'm gonna say it's definitely a hand that is in Yu-Gi-Oh that I own.
Hey, it's junk forward again.
It's Junk Forward again. Could you imagine? He's a pretty cool guy. Then we're gonna go in for Junk Changer. Activate the effect of Junk Changer.
Okay.
And change his own level down 1.
All right. I see the vision. And was that your normal
Why am
summon?
I not able to go in for my 5? I should be able to go in for Junk Speedster here. Is he not Junk? Tuner, non-tuner. Speedster needs 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner. Huh. Interesting. Okay. In that case, then we'll do the alternate plan here because apparently I didn't plan for that. And we will go in for a connector. Go for battle, and we're actually going to bust our own connector. I'm going to bust it off of this.
All right. You can just summon any
Activate the
junk.
effect of Sadly, most junks you only get their effect off if you synchro summon them. So you have to be careful about what you're summoning here.
So this is treated as a synchro summon. So you do get that effect.
Oh, is this treated as a synchro summon?
Yeah, it's busted.
When I was running it in testing, it didn't work, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, it could be the programming. That's the thing that sucks. Whoa, the new support.
Pulls out for Junk Warrior Extreme, and then I guess I'm just gonna bash off into your Infinity. And yeah, I'm not getting my my effect here from the synchro summon effect, so I guess it's just the program. Wait, I'm getting my battle effect at least, which is nice.
Yeah, that is a
this
really
treated as a synchro
cool.
summon?
It should be Junk Warrior Extreme.
Mistake. This is treated as a synchro summon. Hell yeah, dude. So we're gonna go in for Destroyer. Put him in attack mode.
Oh shit. Okay.
Attack in. Go for 21.
Yep.
And I didn't get his on summon synchro effect either, which is really annoying, because his should allow me to destroy that other 21 on field. But
I guess
that is besides the point. I'll go ahead.
Yeah, I guess no non-tuners were used for a synchro summon, right?
Well, the synchro itself wasn't a tuner. If that's what we're going off of, right? Like Extreme wasn't a tuner, so if that's what we're going off of, then yeah.
Yeah. All right, this is a classic play. We're gonna go Seeger.
Alrighty.
Emergency call or cyber emergency.
Emergency call. Emergency call. Wait, what?
Combining the heroes. That would be a cool archetype mixture, heroes and cyber dragons.
Yes, actually, that would be pretty cool. It would work. It would work. You would just have to do something about heroes being warriors from time to time. You could just what is that card? Makes everything a machine monster. Clockwork Knight.
Oh, that's what I forgot to add. That'd be great. No, I decided not to use that. That's a floodgate. That'd have been too dumb.
I don't think I would have been able to use anything in my deck if you would have Clockwork Knight. I'm not gonna lie. Everything requires me to have my my warriors on field.
Like I respect floodgates at a distance. Like I'd rather not play any floodgates in a for fun series, because that's just mean. All right.
In the blue deck, I had it like 3 times, and I decided not to use it until the final duel because I just didn't want to. I didn't want to make the game that.
Yeah. Oh, but Sea Stealth is just so crazy too. I feel like that's a...
Sea Stealth's insane, dude. I forgot how fucking wild that card was.
How much damage is this? 26? No, 76. 6-7. We're gonna take your Junk Destroyer. And then we're gonna go for damage. We're gonna go Infinity.
It's gonna pass because I have nothing to stop you.
We're gonna go Cyber Dragon. We're gonna go Seeker.
That should leave me at... Oh, ooh, just barely. Can you attack twice with Infinity?
I can't. But you know what I can attack twice with? Oh, we're gonna go Twin Cyber Dragon. Ooh, we're gonna end it off with a... We're gonna go 3 for Cyber and Dragon.
Big ol' Cyber and Dragon. The entire archetype is wild. Konami, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why don't you split it up a little bit?
They didn't plan around the Alphabattles format. They should have.
I don't know what they're thinking. They honestly should have.
Yeah.
They don't know that this is going to be the biggest format around.
All right, I'll go first while I pull up some other questions.
Is Jinzo your lord and savior?
Jinzo, oh, dude, Jinzo was so cool. I thought he was so scary when I first saw him in the anime. But he's like all pierced up.
When did you first see him? It was season 1, right? You first saw him in the original series?
Yes.
I remember seeing him, but I was relatively young when I first saw the original anime. So when I first like acknowledged Jinzo as like a character of the anime was in GX, and Jinzo was kind of a weird, creepy stalker man in GX.
Was he? Was he? Like, do you mean like the card itself? Like,
yeah,
was he personified?
Yeah, he got personified. A few of the cards that season got personified.
He does look like a creepy old man. Remind me to pull up Jinzo here. He is creepy.
Yeah, he be saying some sus stuff. I ain't gonna lie, Jinzo, he's a bit of a weirdo.
He's wearing a mask, and I know he's just bald, but it does look like his brain. I'm like looking at a picture of him right now. It does look like his brain.
I know you can't tell because they even after all of the updates for MD Pro 3, you can't see my side of the table. But that's my character is Jinzo because he starts with J.
Yeah,
my mate.
I'm gonna see that. I didn't even change mine. Mine's still the little bunny. All right, this
little bunny rabbit.
Crazy hand. We're gonna add a light. Yeah, this still gets me to where I need to go. It gets me there. I'm gonna finish, but it's gonna take me a little bit. I'm gonna go and ask her.
That's what she said.
What would you title?
Cyber Dragon. Oh,
what would you title? What would you title your anime episode? Let's say you had an anime episode in one of the series.
Like in Yu-Gi-Oh?
In Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
The Bad Duel. Oh God, everything's brown. Episode 16.
Oh my God, why is it all brown?
Why is it all brown?
This is crazy. Oh, okay, we got the one negate. You got an Nibiru in there?
The one negate, we got that infinity.
We're just gonna link these, not link these two. We're gonna contact fuse, which I love that they added that for Cyber Dragon. And I hope you don't like your hand, because remember what you did to me.
Pretty cool hand. It's a pretty cool hand, Joseph. Pretty cool fucking hand, buddy. God damn it.
Let's see. Oh, you got the junk for. I'm so sorry, Pride. Well, good luck. Good luck.
I had the combo, brother. I had the combo.
It's scary.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out Junk Servant, and I'm gonna lay down a couple of trap cards.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
You're a demon. You're a demon in wolf's clothing.
Oh, this is gonna be even worse. I'm sorry, Pride. I hope those trap or
I'm
something.
gonna go ahead and activate Jar of Avarice. Target 5 cards. The only 5 cards that I have here because you did send them away. Put them back into the deck. Then we're gonna activate Jar of Greed to draw a card.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Then we're gonna activate Just Desserts, so you can take 1,000 damage. Oh, sorry, 1,500 damage. A little bit of burn.
Very interesting. Okay, so you drew 2. Anything in your hand? Anything that's gonna save you?
No.
All right. We're gonna normal summon a Cyber Dark Cannon, and this is my evil arc, and your monster just had a change of heart.
Evil arc? Oh, not the change of heart. Not the change of heart.
All right, we're just gonna go for
Young
game.
servant, you were my only guy. How dare you, you traitor.
I guess he wasn't such a loyal servant after all.
He really wasn't. He was kind of junk.
There you go. 16.
If you don't kill me using my own card, I'm gonna be. Oh, you can't.
I can.
Oh, damn, that's unfortunate.
There you go, junk.
GG's. Junk couldn't stand a chance. Junk couldn't stand a chance.
Yeah, that was not fair at all.